Hello everybody, it's me, Iris, and I am in my new room, which you can't see a lot of because it's literally just me and a white background. I'm sorry, that's stupid. But anyway, today, as you can see from the title, I am making a video about my exchange year in the United States because when I wanted to go, I was looking at these videos and I was thinking like, wow, it's so great that these people made videos about these things because actually, you just really want to know what it's like before you go, because you really don't want to go dive headfirst into this adventure, even though you kind of do, but, you know, better to be prepared, kind of, than not. So yeah, today I'm going to give you some pros and cons of an exchange year, and I'm actually also going to give you some tips about some things. So let's just go. So the first thing I want to talk about is the pros of an exchange year, because what better way to start this video on a happy note. So the first pro is definitely all the friends you make. You meet so many new people, and of course sometimes you won't like them, but most of the times you'll meet the most amazing people ever, and really in this year you'll meet so many people that you don't want to leave behind. At the end of the year, when I was at the airport and some of my friends came with me, I bawled. It was terrible to leave them behind, but it's good because I can now visit some people in a different country, which is kind of cool. Another pro is that you get to know the culture of the country you go to, because you literally live there for a whole year. So you're surrounded by their culture, whether it is America or Spain or Germany or wherever you go. You will honestly become almost like a citizen there. Like, you feel part of that country. When I was in America, I definitely turned into almost an American girl, because not only did I gain weight, which you will always do, but I also basically took over their accent and I felt like I was part of them. Another thing is that you will have a family that will basically become your second family. Host families, and I cannot stress this enough, host families are amazing, and the things they do for you, it's just, they leave me speechless. My host family is one of the best host families someone could ever wish for. Honestly, I don't even, they were so great. And if you go, I do hope that you have a similar experience, because it's just great, and I can only wish that for you. You will stay in contact with your host family, hopefully, and if you do, you will always have someone to fall back on. And if you want to visit there, you have a place to sleep, and you have someone who is basically your second mom, your second dad, and you basically have like a gazillion new siblings if you have a host family like I did. So another pro is that you get to see so many things, because not only are you there for school, you also, on your free days, get to go and explore and see the country, and it's amazing. I went to Arizona, a place I never thought I'd visit, but oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I never thought I'd say that because it's hot, but the landscape is just so beautiful. There's cacti everywhere, and the mountains and the sunsets. Do not even get me started on the Arizona sunsets, because they are amazing. What I also want to talk about is the school. I mean, the school is a pro, of course. They not only accepted you in there as a foreigner coming into their school, but they also offer you all these amazing classes. Like, I took classes I would never have been able to take here in Holland. Because I took theater, I took show choir, I took coop, which is basically teaching little kids. I took AZUS history, which is not a thing here, obviously, and I learned so much about the United States. And all my teachers are so loving and giving and amazing, and I loved it. Another positive thing about going on an exchange is that you become so much more independent. Really, I have changed positively over this year, and it's been amazing to see what just being away from your family for 1 year can do to your independence and just you as a person in general. I'm not afraid anymore to just go out and just go talk to someone that I don't know. At first I would be shy, and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to step up and talk to that person, because what if they think I'm weird? But now I'm kind of like, you know, whatever. So I kind of got out of my bubble, and I became way more out there, I guess. Also a great thing, which might sound weird to some of you guys, is that you get to experience religion in a whole different way. See, I was never really raised religiously, but my host family was, and I went to church with them every Sunday, and it was great. It was so amazing to experience that kind of thing and just see how religions play out there. So if you get the chance to go to church with your host family, please do, because it's an amazing way to meet people. It's great, and you can hear about all these amazing things. So definitely a good thing. So now I want to talk about something that's maybe a little less fun for you to hear about, but it's the cons of going on exchange year. And let me just get the first one out of the way. Obviously, homesickness. Even if you're not a person that gets homesick easily like myself, it will hit you. For me, it was in December around like Christmas time and stuff like that. It hit me so hard that I still had another like 6 more months to go, and that I wouldn't see my family for that long, and that I just couldn't like hug them and put like, you know, I crashed a little. But that was the only month I really had that. Then again, if you're really prone to homesickness, you might want to consider that, because it's 10 months of your life spent in another country, so you're gonna be homesick. It's inevitable. Like, another downside is the weight gain, because it doesn't matter which country you go to. And myself, I went to America, which obviously has a lot of good food, but it doesn't matter where you go. Every exchange student will gain at least a little bit of weight because of the eating habits. In your own country, you're so used to one specific kind of eating that when you go to a different country and it's so different that your body reacts differently to that. So definitely don't be shocked when you gain weight. It happens to everyone, and you will lose the weight when you get back home. At least I hope so, because Another downside to an exchange year is that you will feel like you're missing out in your home country. You won't be talking to your friends as much. You won't see anyone for that long of a period of time. So you will fear that you're missing out on things back home, but please don't focus on that, because that is not what you're there for. You're there to experience an amazing year, and what else do you want? That's what you came there for. Another downside might be the schoolwork. You might have some homework, and it's not all fun and games there. It's not partying every evening. It's not doing all those weird things. Of course, you'll have fun, but you're mostly there in an academic program, so you might want to work your butt off a little bit. I honestly didn't have that much homework, but it's gonna be there. You're gonna have to do projects. You're gonna have to maybe read books for your English class. You're gonna do something. The downside is also if you don't speak English very well, it's gonna be a hard time, especially the first few months. You're gonna have to talk with your hands a lot, and you're gonna have to just get a dictionary, because I didn't have that experience, but I know people from my organization that did not speak English that well, and it was kind of hard to get places sometimes, but they did anyway. Oh, that brings me to a whole nother downside of this exchange year, the transportation. Especially in a country like the US, it's just, if you don't drive a car, you don't really get anywhere. Just ask any host family or any exchange student what their first negative thing is about an exchange year in the United States, and their answer is probably going to be the transportation issue, because everything in America is so spaced out that you have to drive your car, because there's not really, at least in Arizona where I was, there isn't a lot of public transportation to get you anywhere, and you're not allowed to get your license or drive a car, so you really have to rely on your friends and host family or other family members to drive you around, which in the end is really gonna feel terrible, and you're gonna feel guilty, but honestly, you're just gonna have to let it happen. Alright, I think that might be enough negativity for now, so let's head on to the tips. I wrote some down here, let's see if I can find them. The first tip. You're definitely gonna not want to pack too much. I made this mistake. I brought almost all my clothes, And at the end of the year, I bought so many new clothes that I had to bring 2 suitcases, and that is another $100 to bring with you because you have to pay $100 for an extra suitcase on the airline. So yeah, you might want to consider bringing only the necessary things. So like bring 3 pairs of pants and like 2 shorts. Maybe not even that, and then bring like 7, maybe 10 t-shirts because you're gonna buy so many things there. If you're like me, you're gonna buy so many things. And you're gonna want to take things home with you. So leave some extra space in your suitcase for that because you definitely won't regret it. Number 2, don't forget to stay in contact with your friends and family back home. It's very difficult, especially if you have a time difference like me. 9 hours is a lot. It's a lot of hours. But please try because it'll be so much easier when you get back home and you've stayed in contact with your friends and family and you feel like you haven't missed out that much. And also, your friends will thank you because if you don't stay in contact with them, they will feel like you're ignoring them or you feel like you're too good for them, that you have all your American friends. And it's easy to forget about them, but please don't. Just remember to text them once in a while or just stay in contact with them through Facebook or Skype them or do something like that because you won't regret it in the end. Because you do have to come home to them. So the last thing I kind of want to say is don't forget to appreciate your host family. Your host family basically volunteered to take you in, and they don't have to do that. They don't get paid for it, they don't get anything for it, but they opened their house up and opened their family up to have basically a stranger that they just don't know from a different country. They just invite them into their house and let them live with them for about a year. And I don't think host families get appreciated enough. So be sure to always say please and thank you, especially the thank you is very, very important. Always say thank you. Don't forget to say that because they need to get more appreciation. They pay for your meals. They basically let you stay in their house for no rent. They drive you to school, they drive you anywhere you need to go, and you don't pay them for it. The only way you can pay them is with kindness and support and love and thank yous. So at the end of the year, please don't forget to write them a long letter of how much you appreciate that they let you into their house, or give them a gift or cook them a traditional meal from your country, because really they love getting to know about your country and your culture and your family, and that is why they do it. They want to get to know you and your culture and your country. So be sure to always share with them. Share your recipe, share pictures of you as a little kid, share pictures of you and your family, share pictures of your country, share experiences you've had, share the holidays your country has. Like, I shared December 5th Sinterklaas with my host family, and they loved it. They loved all the candy, and they loved the fact that we have some pretty strange traditions in Holland, so it's fun. It's really fun. Well, I hope this video helped you a little bit and that you now know more about going on exchange, because I for sure hope that I told you enough. I didn't really write anything down for this video, so if it's all over the place, I apologize. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask me here down in the comments, or tweet them to me, or ask them on my Instagram. I will be happy to answer. And even if you just have some questions, just really don't be afraid to contact me, because I would love to tell you about my experience here. So I hope I helped you there. Send me any questions you have, leave a like, comment down below anything you want to tell me or ask me, and so don't forget to subscribe. I almost forgot that. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now that I'm home, I will be putting out more videos. I will try to do every week, but who knows, you know, I never have any ideas for videos. So please, if you have any ideas for videos, put them down there, because I need them. I'm not that smart. I'm sorry. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe, comment. We'll try to put out new videos every week, and I will see you when I see you. So, bye!